That is Pond, Black Lung from the new album. I really like that song. I love the riff. I like how like just gets kind of weird. The vocals are strange as well, like the delivery, but I really really like it. I listened to the whole Pond album twice now, and I'm gonna say it is good. In fact, some of it is better than good. Great band, and I'm glad they just put out another great album. Listen to the new Wilco EP as well, and I saw Wilco a week before I went to the con. So I was at like Beacon Theater, and I saw Wilco, and that was like a huge thing for me because I had never seen them. Their new EP is very weird. It's cool. It's kind of chill, but there's a couple really good songs on there, and it's only like 17 minutes of music, but it's nice to hear new shit from them. It's not as to me right now. It's not as good as their last album, which I really liked, but it's good. And yeah, so there's some stuff coming out that I really like. Um, Here's the thing, Vinny. Have you ever thought about sending your music to radio stations? I actually did end up paying at one point for a couple of like what they would do is they would take CDs and send it out to radio stations. Radio's not really it anymore though, chat member. It doesn't really do anything. Maybe a little bit, but it wasn't that much money and I said, let's give it a shot. I worked with them for a couple albums and I didn't really see any results. But it was kind of cool. If it was like, when I was listening to the radio, which was all the fucking time in the 90s. Yes, the 90s. And if it was like that, it would be incredible to hear my shit on the radio. But now if I hear my stuff on someone's stream or something like that, that's like even better. Um, so real quick, before we went on to play our show, I had like a little playlist, and I made a playlist of stuff, just stuff I like that I thought would be cool while we set up, and I did. Let's see, some Queens of the Stone Age. I did King Gizzard, Pond, REM, Bowie, Wilco, Tears for Fears, Lemon Twigs. I started with my golden years, and one of the reasons I did those songs is because they've been in my head recently, and also a good chunk of this stuff in particular. The reason I chose these bands is because they were all like kind of an inspiration on how I wanted to play live. I know, I'm kind of rambling a little bit, but hear me out. When I saw the Lemon Twigs a couple months ago, huge inspiration because they really, really got into their music. The crowd was fucking really into it. The songs were good. The performances were amazing. If you thought Red Vox was decent live, you got to see those dudes live. It's amazing. Same for Queens of the Stone Age. I saw them last year. They were like a huge like North Star for me in terms of older guys doing some amazing shit and also a lot of energy playing songs that just sound so fucking good to a large group. And Wilco last week, they did 2.5 hours and they did everything from like folky kind of songs to their more popular shit to just weird psychedelic experimental whatever the fucks to just kind of more straightforward poppy songs, and it was all great. So anyway, those are just some bands that I've really been enjoying lately. And then I added Garbage Land to the list because we couldn't really recreate that live. It was it's a hip hop beat. That song wouldn't have happened had we not found a hip hop beat that we liked and just put that little riff on top of it. And I didn't really necessarily want to do that song live. So we just had it on in the playlist. And I saw some people get into it. I told them to turn it up when it got to it. And it was nice to look out into the crowd and see people singing the Rat song. It was fucking great, actually. But yeah, I only regret that we couldn't really do that one live. But it would be too much of a pain in the ass. And it's too specific to that sound. And also, I am not rapping live. Thank you very much. But now we can play more video games. All right. Here we go. Vinny, sorry to ask, but can I play Red Vox on my stream? I mean, that's the goal. I would like for people to play our music on their streams. Genuinely. But sometimes it's hard to get it out of the content claim system. So try it. And if it gets claimed, send me an email and I'll try to get that fixed, even though I don't really have any control over it. Huh? What, something got loud? Oh, I know what it was. Sorry about that. My bad, chat. Insert the game card. Right. That is the thing that has to happen, isn't it? Imagine not owning the rights to your own music. Oh, I do, but these companies are so fucking greedy that they make sure they figure that the default is that everyone wants their music to be claimed if ever played anywhere else. And they don't realize that the only reason certain artists and bands become popular is because people play it for their friends on their, in their life, on their streams. Word of mouth is huge. And to me, streams are word of mouth as much as anything else. But yeah, I've talked about this 1,000 times. It's just frustrating. And I've had to send emails back and forth so many times over this, and it still doesn't get resolved.